Greetings, Divine Radiance. I am still waiting to log on Facebook. There we go. We are live. The internet was doing some wonky things. So I am getting us all good and set to go over there. And once that is done, we will get this show on the road. So let's see. Okay. How is everyone doing today? Just give me 1 second. It's doing the countdown on Facebook. Greetings, Divine Radiance. Welcome to your Wednesday Live Empower Hour. I am Nahkila Isha of Ashworth Life Sculpting. I'm a divine interpreter, interpreting messages and methods from the divine to empower you to create and live an abundant life. Thank you so much for being here. I see we have Ruby, we have Dinelle, we have Naya and Victoria. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining. How is everyone doing today? So the first comment that I saw, maybe you guys can tell me who was on first, because I saw a comment first and now there's a comment under it, which makes me believe that was the first one. So who was first on YouTube today? So I can pull your card for you. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking. So Dinelle, you were first, so this card is for you. Okay. So to take them both. So you got the nurture card and clear your space. So what the nurture card says is, Archangel Gabriel, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. And then the clear your space says, Archangel Jovial, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. Okay, so what I'm hearing is it's really time for you to take a moment to nurture your inner child, nurture your fears, nurture any self-doubt you may have right now as you step into this new phase in life. Take 2 to 3 weeks to just totally and completely nurture and focus on you. Also clearing your space, any clutter. Like I literally just did a full, complete cleanse of my room last night. And the energy feels so much better. So you're being led to release any clutter that's not just in your space, your physical space, but also in your mental space. It's time for you to prepare yourself, not just spiritually, but in physical realm too, to begin taking on the tasks that lie ahead. I'm hearing both of and for you. You're ready. Step outside of your comfort zone. It's a continuous daily practice doing this. So make sure that you're mindful. And when fears pop up, just know that's your inner child just saying, okay, I'm scared, nurture me. And when you receive that message, do. Eventually, she'll be on board. She'll recognize that there's nothing to fear. And you'll just soar. Okay, thank you. So that was your message. Dinelle said, that's too funny because I'm totally decluttering my home right now. Awesome. And it's almost like the nesting phase. You know, when a mom is getting ready to give birth and she goes through that nesting phase. Well, you're about to give birth to a new state of being, a new you, the next level. So that nesting phase is a natural part of it. So you're right on track. You're so welcome. Thank you. So, okay. So let's see. I'm just going to check over on Facebook really quick. Someone is over here. Thank you so much for being here. If you have YouTube, please join the convo over there because I will be interacting there. If not, thank you for being here. This is wonderful. So, before we get started on our breathing, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you get notified when things are posted. I have recently been led to start doing guided meditations in addition to Empower Hour and the monthly horoscopes. So there's going to just continue to be more things added to the channel that are meant to serve you. So if you are interested in that, then go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell, please. And thank you. Hey, Felisa, welcome, welcome. So let's go ahead and get started on our breathing. And so for those of you that are just joining us for the first time, we do this every Wednesday live so that we can just get in tune, get in balance, and just release anything that's not serving us. And I'm just going to say, excuse the thumb, it's chipped. It kind of looks like a reverse French, but it is what it is. It's that gel overlay, the shellac type stuff. And I thought it lasted until you got them done again, but apparently not. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our breathing. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is to close your eyes, allow yourself to get comfortable. And what you're going to do is inhale love and light through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth all that's no longer serving you. If there's something specific that you're choosing to release, then focus on that specific thing and visualize and feel yourself releasing it with your exhale. Your breaths are going to be as slow and deep as possible on the inhale and outhale. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And while you're breathing, I will be sending you Reiki to your heart and solar plexus chakra. But of course, the energy is intelligence, so it'll go wherever your body or soul is craving for the energy to go to. Okay, so go ahead and start breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Breathing in love and light through your nose and releasing all that's no longer serving you out through your mouth. And as you continue breathing, allow your crown chakra to open. And as you're inhaling and exhaling, just allow divine energy to enter in through your crown chakra. Feeling that sacred energy flowing down into your third eye. Feeling it extend to your ear chakras, which are located at your temples. Feeling it travel down to your throat chakra, releasing anything that's blocking you. Opening you up to speaking your truth. Feeling that divine energy flowing down to your heart chakra. Releasing all that's no longer serving you, opening you up and expanding your heart to give and receive unconditional love. Continue breathing and allowing that divine energy to flow down to your solar plexus chakra, down to your sacral, and down to your root. Feeling the warm, tingling sensation of this divine love and light flowing down your thighs, your knees, your legs, into your feet. Feeling your feet grow roots and feeling those roots travel down to the center of the earth. Allowing yourself to connect with the energy of Mother Earth, connecting to her heartbeat, and feeling that energy flowing back up through every chakra and out through your crown, connecting you to source of highest light and love. And just allow that energy to continue to flow through you for a few more breaths. And I call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, guardians, helpful companions, grandmothers and grandfathers of highest light and love. I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love. I thank you for delivering a message through me that serves the highest good of those I'm called to serve today. May their hearts, their minds, and their souls be open to receive what's meant for them today. I thank you for this gift and for all the blessings that are in store for us today and all the days ahead. And so it is. So just continue to breathe in that love and light and exhaling all that's not serving you now. Feeling lighter and grounded, more relaxed, and ready to take on any and everything that comes in your path. And when you're ready, we can go ahead and open our eyes and we'll get started on today's messages. So, how is everyone feeling after doing that grounding exercise? Hi, Amy. Welcome. Hi, Naomi. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to share the YouTube link with you all so you can join us over there, because now that we're getting started, I will be engaging in conversation over on YouTube. So let me share that with you, and then you can join. Okay, so here is the link. So go ahead and join us over there if you have a YouTube. Okay, so how's everyone feeling? Let's see. Naya said, feeling graceful and grateful. Oh, that's so amazing and wonderful. Okay, thank you so much, Naya. Naya said she'll be back. She's sharing. And if anybody would like to share the link, I'll wait a few moments so you can do that. Victoria said warm and wonderful. Awesome, awesome. I know, I feel super relaxed. I feel super relaxed. It's awesome. Oh, wow. I'm being told to pull one from the abundance deck as well. Ruby said feeling calm, restful, peaceful state. Awesome. Okay, I was told to take both because they both fell. And let me just tell you all what the T says today. It says, what's stopping you? That's right. Nothing. Nothing. I was looking to see if there were pieces of tea in the tea that are outside of the bag, because my cat got a hold to the tea bag from my bag and Ganesh had punctured little holes in it. And so, you know, there's like little pieces of the tea floating around. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. Naya is back. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first card we got is Victory. And this is such a wonderful card to start us off. Victory. And what it says is, Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So it's coming from Archangel Sandalphon. So all of the seeds that you've planted in 2018, your angels, your guides, the Creator has heard you, has heard your request. So have faith and allow them to come into your reality. So oftentimes what happens is we set the seed and then we're so busy digging up the dirt to see how the seed is growing that process of disruption prevents the seed from growing. And then we're looking at it like, oh, it's a bad seed, it's bad soil. And it's like, no, it's lack of patience. So I shared with you all last week how one of our sisters in light had been experiencing like a few things back to back to back. Soon as she just said, you know what, I trust, I have faith. She received help from all over to help her with this situation. Same thing happened to my mom. Her cat has cancer. Her fur baby Tamar has cancer. And so we got the message that it hasn't spread. They're going to be able to amputate. And then the doctor called and confirmed that's what's going to happen, hasn't spread. However, the amount that it cost to do it, my mom was a little frantic at first, but she was like, you know what? I'm going to just trust and have faith, not to mention her husband, he's retired military, but he's in school. And so when they aren't in school, they're on break, they don't get paid. So he's missing quite a bit from not getting paid. As soon as she had faith, she was able to receive an increase on her credit care card for her cat surgery. So this is something that is just used as an example to remind you that it's that faith that brings into your reality everything that you're choosing to create. And really, all it requires is patience. All it requires is patience. I read something that said, Spirit will give you, and don't quote me, I'm giving you the gist. Spirit will give you what you ask for and then test your faith to see how bad you really want it. And I'm quoting with the want. Okay. So literally, we just got to remember this life is meant to be enjoyed. We are the creators of our reality, but we can't create without faith. So victory is yours if you allow it. Victory is yours if you allow it. Just get out of your own way. The T just said, what's stopping you? Nothing. And I always like to add, nothing is stopping you but you. If you're being stopped, you're the one stopping you. So get out of your way and just allow yourself to receive. Do you feel worthy to receive? Do you feel capable of receiving? We set these goals and a lot of people right now are doing these resolutions. And why are we setting resolutions and goals without first shifting our mindset, shifting our unconscious state of being? Because it's important for us to understand from that unconscious standpoint that we're worthy, that we're capable. And also by knowing you're worthy and capable, that's where the faith and the trust strengthens. If you lack faith and you lack trust, it's because you don't feel worthy and you don't feel capable. And it's so much deeper than the seeds that you've planted. And I'm being told to tell you to trust in your gifts. Trust in your gifts, and not just your psychic gifts, but your gifts to create, your gifts to bring forth new life. Look at the cycle of life and how two human beings are able to create another human being. If you can create life, there is nothing in this material world that you cannot create. Life is like one of the biggest miracles there is. So if we are powerful enough to bring forth new life by way of human beings, we are bringing forth vessels that house these spiritual beings, then why can't we manifest abundance in every area of our life? That's easy in comparison. That's easy in comparison. Think about it. We are birthing spiritual beings in physical form. And then we're being given the responsibility to raise these beings. Some of us may not physically birth the beings, but raising these beings is a miracle. Being trusted by the divine to be responsible for life is such an amazing miracle. And if you are either birthing and or raising human beings, then there's nothing you can't birth in this physical realm. And trust in the guidance you receive. That guidance you receive is what's going to allow you to step into your blessings. So let me see what you all are saying. Ruby said, there it is again. This is amazing. The victory card keeps coming up. Welcome, Naomi. Welcome, Naomi. Thank you so much for joining us over here. Naya said, amen. Naya said, I was just wondering if I should start my own spiritual development page, but didn't know if I had the gusto. My guide said, "You're ready." Yes. Hey, mom, welcome. Naya, you're ready. Whenever you have a feeling to do so, you're ready. You're ready. Whatever you overcame yesterday, someone is dealing with today. So you have something to share. And the thing is, just allow your guides to guide you. You don't have to think about what you're going to say. You don't have to plan what you're going to say. Just allow yourself to be guided, and you will touch the soul of someone. It's inevitable. So just all of you, if you're feeling led, we're ready. We've planted seeds, not just by way of abundance and what we're creating in our personal lives, but we've planted seeds to grow us and develop us so we can confidently serve. And just being guided allows you to serve with accuracy. So definitely, definitely do that. Now, piggybacking off of that, what we got is teaching and learning. Teaching and learning. See how in flow everything is? It says, Archangel Zedekiel, keep it. So the way these cards are listed, it's telling us what angel is speaking to us. And Ezekiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So definitely coming through that as you learn, each one teach one. We're always the student and the teacher at the exact same time. We're always learning and growing, and we're always sharing, and I feel like saying sharing and caring, because sharing is caring, but we're always sharing and teaching what we've learned. Whether what you learned comes from a physical mentor or whether it comes from your spiritual mentors, spiritual as in your guides delivering messages and wisdom and knowledge to you. This is what we're here for. And what I'm hearing, it's time for you to begin answering your calling. So this very much so speaks to beginning that phase of teaching as you're learning. And I'm being told to tell you, just remember, there's nothing stopping you but you. There's nothing stopping you but you. We had been getting the message, I believe it was, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before, but where Spirit was saying, stop wasting time, right? And we know that time, as we've been taught, that time doesn't exist in spirit realm. But what Spirit was saying is, in this lifetime, we do have a limitation on time. There is a limit to the time that we have here on this earth in this lifetime. And we each have a purpose and a calling in the here and now. So we are being prompted to stop wasting time and to get to work. So what I'm being told to tell you is, seek the teacher that serves your highest good and take action. Get to work. So some of you, that's me. Some of you, it's someone else. Whoever it is, it's time. And allow yourself to become the teacher that someone else is seeking. It's time. Okay, so I'm hearing your tribe, your extended soul family is waiting for you to show up and teach. And it's so amazing. And Ruby was able to witness this over in REM. It's so amazing how connected we are, There were people that are in our REM soul family or a person that received information, and they don't even live in the country. Information, a message that came through at Spiritual Happy Hour here in Washington State. And it wasn't something that occurred. It was the thought of one of our soul family members that was there, but it wasn't their thought. It was an energy that was around them, using them, right? And then we had another soul family member deliver a message as far as what was going on with this individual. And then it was like just this domino effect of interconnectedness. But the outcome that Spirit was leading us to, not to mention, I was led to bump up an old video from like almost a year ago, which was connected to the situation. But none of it could have taken form and served this individual if every one of us hadn't been open to receive the guidance and then deliver it as we were given the guidance. right? And by doing so, this individual was able to gain clarity and know what the next steps are in their healing. It took us as a collective to get to the desired outcome. And that's true for you. There are people that are waiting for your message. They're waiting and they're in suffering. They're in chaos. They're in confusion. They're in sadness. And they won't come out of it until you show up because you are their designated guide in human form in this lifetime. I just heard you have a vital role to play, so play it with confidence. Okay, thank you. And so Dynell said, Naya, how exciting. Keep us posted, please. Yes, yes, yes. Please, please, please. And also, I like to share with you guys in the United Light Beings Awakening group on Facebook, I'll often post things like share your YouTube channel or your Instagram or how do you share your light. And when I have posts like that, please be encouraged to share your pages, your YouTube. You can also search in the search section inside the group for that post. And then what'll happen is you can share your link in that post and it'll bump the post so everyone will see it. And then everyone else that have already posted, their links will be shown too. So feel encouraged to do that whenever you feel led. So we all got the nurture card. That's why I said, wow, because Dynell got this also. And so what it says is, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So what I'm being told to tell you is that we're all being called to not forget about self. Not forget about self. Don't get so caught up in serving that we forget to serve self. When you speak to yourself, how would you speak to a sweet little child? How would you encourage a child? If a child were to make a mistake, how would you speak to them so that their light isn't snuffed? How would you do that? That's how you're being called to handle yourself. Think of a child when they're in that sweetest learning phase, like the sweetest learning phase, not the phase where they're the mouthy teenagers or, the I think I know it all phase, but the phase when you just look at them and you just feel so much love and light just exuding from them. And they're just these sponges and they feel like I've made a mistake. How would you speak to them and nurture them at that point? That's how you're being called to nurture self. And as I'm saying that, Spirit is also saying, even those children that are in that mouthy, think they know it all phase, nurture them in the same way. And this is a little bit off topic, but as I was delivering what was coming through for this and the snuffing came through, Spirit told me to share with you all about your candles. So if you are burning candles, like right now, I just have a candle that is burning until it burns out, that I was using when I was doing my sacred bath the other night and my manifestation and meditations. And so if you aren't going to allow them to just burn until they burn out, don't blow out your candles, because when you blow them out, you're blowing away all of the energy that you've just created, all of the things that you're manifesting, and all of the power behind the work you've just done. So you can either snuff the candle or you can wet your fingers and, put it out like that. Oftentimes what I do is I'll sit like my shell that I have my sage in, I'll just sit it on top and just let it go out, but just don't blow out your candles. So I was led by Spirit to share that with you. Okay, so what I just heard is some of you still have a lot to learn, and that's okay. But don't let that stop you from moving ahead, from moving forward. Trust in the knowledge and wisdom that you already possess. Trust in the guidance you'll receive. And trust in life. Life. Look at your life. Where were you 10 years ago? Who were you 10 years ago versus who you are now? There are so many jewels and lessons in that 10-year journey that someone is waiting to know about. So you're just being called to move ahead, move ahead. Doesn't matter how swift or slow the paces are, as long as you're stepping. So we also got moonlighting. Moonlighting. Naya said, I have a curious little guy, so I blow it out. So yes, you may not leave it burning, but the act of blowing it out, when you do that, you're blowing away everything that you've just worked on building with the energy of the candle. So you don't have to necessarily leave it burning, but you can take your fingers, wet them, and put it out. Or for me, I know that can happen. I'm just not with that, I'm not touching it. So I'll put something on top so that it goes out on its own. So it's just, you don't have to leave the candle burning. It's just, don't blow it out. When you put it out, just, you could get one of those snuffers that puts it out for you. It's just not blowing it out. Even with birthday cakes, we tend to blow out the birthday candles and we're told, make a wish, and then we blow it out. Well, everything you've just wished for, you just blew it out. How many of your birthday wishes actually manifest in a timely matter where you can say, oh, it's a result of my birthday wish, And I would even suggest not calling it a wish, but a birthday manifestation, because wish is lack. And so just kind of switching the wording around, and then also don't blow the candles out. You could take your fingers one by one and put them out. So, we think of some of the things we've been taught to do, and we wonder how deep the rabbit hole goes as far as, you can manifest and the candles are very powerful, but we've been taught the tradition of blowing it out. Why? To prevent the manifestations from taking form. So Spirit just led me to share that with you all. So the moonlighting card says, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. This is so amazing because are you noticing a theme here today? Are you noticing a theme that Spirit is placing before us? There is no excuse not to get started. None at all whatsoever. You can still, if you aren't doing this full time, whatever your purpose or your calling is, you can still maintain your career, your job, your investor to invest in your purpose. Your job can be your investor that's investing into you, living in your purpose, serving from your purpose, and still serving in your purpose part-time in the meantime as you're building up to doing it full-time. And while you're doing it, allowing yourself to begin manifesting the means, the opportunities, the people that can come and assist you to grow in your purpose. Okay, so what I'm hearing is this is the beginning of 2019, the beginning of a new year, according to how we calculate time. And Spirit is saying you have every opportunity to start this year, this moment, this time off in a way that allows you to not only bless yourself with abundance, but bless those you're called to serve. And also, if you are someone that is if you're someone that is seeking to grow in your purpose, you may decide to check out the Grow Your Soul Purpose into Your Soul Income course. You may decide to check that out because what it's going to do is help you to learn to connect deeper with the divine so that you can be guided in everything you do, including living out your purpose by way of it being a business. So literally the way I run my business is 100% Spirit led. Everything I do or don't do is led by Spirit. And so by me doing it this way, I know that I'm not going to only reach my goals of service, my goals of abundance. But I'm going to obtain so much more that my mind can't even comprehend. So this course teaches you how to do that, how to identify who you're called to serve. It teaches you some logistics behind running the business as well. But most importantly, it teaches you how to build that connection, that confidence, so you can be guided by spirit. So if you look in the description box, the offerings link, you can find that course in there. Is there anything else? And I'm just being told to tell you not to be hesitant. Don't wait to serve. I mean, it keeps coming up because someone needs convincing. Cancel, delete the need. But someone, the convincing spirit is like, convincing is necessary because you aren't sold yet that it's your time to start serving. It's your time to start serving. It is your time to start serving. There is no reason why every single person here on this live today is not to have a platform where you're serving. If you're on social media, a platform to serve, it's your time. It doesn't matter if you get on and say something or post something once a week. That once a week is going to serve someone. So think about that. If you haven't created a page or a group or something of that sort, it's time. Okay. Unlimited ideas. Thank you, Spirit, for this. Before I read what the card says, this is another aspect of what happens when you're being spirit led. You know, spirit will give you unlimited ideas, things to create that are going to serve those you're called to serve. Like you're literally just, it's almost like, think about speaking into a computer or talk texting and you speaking and it types out everything that you're saying. That's how it works when you're being led by spirit. So ideas, anything that I create, it stems from spirit giving me these amazing ideas. Now, what I do at night is I do that unconscious command where I say, unconscious mind, while I'm sleeping, dreaming, and thinking, use me as a vessel and show me what to create that's going to serve those I'm called to serve from highest light and love. And so by doing that, the unconscious mind is very intelligent. And you can use this command for anything. It doesn't just have to be for ideas. I use it for a lot. You know, I use it to turn my body into a fat burning machine, burning off all the excess. I use it for everything. So many things, I can't even think of them all. But you see which ones are the most used because those just roll off and come to me right away. Okay. When you set the intentions, forget it. You know that infomercial, set it and forget it? Set the intentions and release attachment to the when, where, how, and even why. Just release it. Just release it. That overthinking blocks it. It blocks it. Again, we're going back to that seed, you know, planting that seed and keep pulling up the dirt to see what's going on below the surface. So let's see what the card is saying. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. And it's so true, so true, so true. Okay. Okay. I'm being told to pull a card from the love deck. And the first card that I pull, two cards actually, is it's in relation to you and your love affair with self. Okay. So we're just asking that highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters. Okay. Is that it? Okay. So separation. And it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So how is this in relation to Okay. So what I'm hearing is the way this relates to your love affair with self, that dual part of you, that part of you that replays that toxic tape, that part of you that doubts your ability and your gifts, that part of you that doesn't believe that you're capable. It's time for you to separate from that part of self. That part of self is operating from a place of pain, trauma, fear, lack, and you are abundant. You are the divine having a human experience. So it's time to separate from this aspect of yourself so that you can step into your full power, embracing your inner divinity, and begin shining your light in this so dark world. The world is dark, but the more of us that ignite our inner light and allows it to be seen, felt, and heard, then the light of the world will begin to shift and the world will become light again. So it's time to separate from that part of yourself that lives in falsehood. Lives in falsehood. Hi, Amy, welcome. Okay, so now this card is for those of you that are in relationship with someone. Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys saw how that flew out, but oh my, did it fall out? So it came in upside down and it says, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So the reason it came in upside down is because for those of you that it resonates with, that person is not the one. I'm just delivering the message. They're not the one. They're not the one. And I'm hearing someone's name from our REM soul family, very strong, very strong. So I will be sending this to you because you are not watching. And when you see this part, yes, this is the message from Spirit. Do with it what you choose, when you choose, and how you choose. Now, with that being said, the message that was coming through for us collectively, but for this person also, very specific, is this person is a part of your lesson. So doesn't necessarily mean break up with them right now. This is for us collectively, not the individual. Because for you, individual, you've already received wasting time, distractions, test. So for you, you've received, when you receive, it's time to cut it loose. But with that being said, it's your choice. Now, for everyone else, connect with Spirit to find out if you're called to release this relationship. Because this individual could very well be a lesson that you're being called to experience to grow you. Now, some of you may not be ready to hear the truth. Would you like me to say that? Okay. What I was told to just say is, Naya, pay close attention to this card. Some of you may not be ready to receive the truth from Spirit, and that's okay too. It's okay. Whatever you decide, whatever you do, it is okay. Everything is going to grow you if you allow it. But what I just heard is this is not the one is coming. But you must allow yourself to receive the love you deserve. Okay, thank you. I was told, okay, be done with that card now. Thank you. So this one is for those of you that are looking to enter into a relationship, single, but would like to be in a relationship. That one just flew out too. Passion. You got passion. And what it says is allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So if you allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy right now in your moment of singleness, feeling whole and complete as you are, you will attract another individual that is whole and complete. The reason why we tend to not attract people that are whole and complete is because we show up not being whole and complete. Think about what we've been taught. Our spouse is our better half, which would indicate there's only half of you operating until you find your spouse. And then not only are they your other half, they are your better half. We've got to think about the things we've been taught and how we speak and the things we believe. Because even if you aren't consciously thinking about what that says and how that sounds, when you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, how ridiculous is that? No wonder I keep attracting these broken people, right? Half of something is not a whole. You come together and you now have two wholes that become one stronger whole. So if you show up this way in your singleness, this is what you will attract. When you show up confident and joyful and passionate about you and about life, you're going to attract like-minded, like-spirited, like-energetic beings. And this isn't just in love. This is also in friendships, working relationships. So you're being called to be in a magnificent love affair with self, right now, in this moment. Love you. I think we talked about this last week, taking yourself out on dates, pampering and spoiling you, right? And the reason why, I'm being told the reason why love is coming up is because love is the highest vibration there is. So when you find that one that was created to love you and that you were created to love, it helps you to serve from an even deeper space of love. So that's why love is important, but it's important for you to first love self. First love self. Okay, let's see what you all are saying. Good morning, Mimi. Mimi said, I know. And Victoria said, believe you are the one first. Yes, so true. Naya said, I know the better half. LOL. It sounds like a trap. Yes. We are just being called to open ourselves to greatness, is what I just heard. We're being called to open ourselves to greatness. But the message really being stressed here is it all begins with you. So we've got the victory card. Like every seed that we've planted, if we just allow it to grow through our faith and our belief, our gratitude, our positivity, and our actions that are in alignment with what we are choosing to create, right? That fake it till you make it. Don't fake it till you make it. Be it till you see it. Release the fake it till you make it and just be it till you see it. Okay. That is going to allow us to be victorious. And that teaching and learning, it's time for you to teach as you learn. We never stop learning. We're always learning. It's a continuous cycle. It never stops. If the ascended masters were still walking the face of the earth, guess what? They'd be learning too. And I'm being told to even spirits are still learning. Just like we learn to them, there is a source that they learn from too. They learn from us even. So stop hesitating and move forward. And then nurture. We got the nurture card, nurturing yourself, speaking to yourself as you would a sweet, innocent child. When you feel like you've made a mistake or you're just experiencing a lesson, how would you talk to that sweet child? Be that way with self. Be that way with self. We have the moonlighting card. As you're working your job, if you aren't doing your calling full time, begin working in your calling part time. For some of you, it starts with simply creating a page, simply creating a group, and just showing up, allowing spirit to guide it. And then we got the unlimited ideas. Unlimited ideas. When you connect with source, spirit will give you all the ideas, all the things to create that allow you to serve, that you're called to serve, if you set that as your intention. If you set that as your intention. So when I produce things, I know that if you sign up for it and you're open and willing to trust the process, that it will serve you. Why? Because I set that intention. Why? Because I co-create with spirit. So by me allowing spirit to be my co-creator, there's nothing that I put out that's not going to serve who it's meant to serve. That's why I always suggest that you meditate. If you don't just get an instant answer from spirit, meditate and receive the yes from spirit, because then you and I both know that you are who I'm called to serve. It's not about just signing up as many people as I can. Why? Because if I'm not called to serve you, guess what? It's not going to serve you. You may get something, but it's not going to serve you fully, right? And then with the love card, for some of you who you're dealing with, they're not the one. They're not the one. Now, these messages are general because we're a group collectively. So if you know the person you're with is the one, then hey, they're the one. But those of you that message is for, you know. And then also that passion, being passionate about life, being passionate about your love for self, being passionate about being whole and complete as you are, completely and fully. That will attract another whole and complete mate, the one that's made to love you and the one that you're made to love. So let's see what you all are saying. Let's see. Ruby said, I like that. Be it till you see it. Spirit just gave it to me. I never heard that before. That was all spirit. See, we co-create. Ruby said, I never liked that fake it till you make it concept because I don't like fake people. Yeah, and it's just what we've been taught. And now we got something else. We be it until we see it. Act as if. It's no different than when we say our affirmations. I always recommend that you have a list of things that you say to yourself each morning before you start your day, even at night before you go to bed. I am so grateful for. And then whatever that thing is, right? Because what we're doing is we are being it until we see it. Every single thing that we manifest, it is already existing for us in a parallel universe. It is already ours. It's just waiting for us to be the magnet, match its frequency so that it can come into the here and now. So it's already there. So just be it until you see it. Naya said, my guides keep telling me of this person coming in my life. It was said yesterday, again today. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, you, Naya, you have a great path ahead of you. But you must release the chaos, confusion, lack, and doubt. Those are the things that are holding you back. When you release that, all that you're seeking will appear. So, Naya said, yep. Yeah. Well, we still have some time. So, do you all have any questions for me? I'm just going to wait a little bit. Oh, and last week, I told you guys I was putting this in my tea. And so I'm going to tell you what it is. Some of you have seen the lives that I did or the posts that I share where I do this vibrational healing therapy with Lanny from Resonance. And she created this for me and gave it to me at my last session. And so it's California poppy flower essence harvested on Maury Island, imprint captured with Mount Shasta water, and stabilized, I can't read that word, It connects us to the spirit within our heart center, deepening our intuitions and balancing light and love. Douglas fir tincture, align and supplies our gifts and will to manifest. It's an immune boost with vitamin C. So that's what I was putting in my tea last time. I realized it's like, what's she putting in her tea? You know, how some people, they'll have a cup and it's not like, you know, sometimes it's other stuff in it. So yeah, that's what I was putting in my tea. So let's see. Naya said, should I still begin with a spiritual page with all my baggage, spirit and I are getting rid of? Yes, 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 yes. You are being called, and cancel delete should. It serves your highest good and those you're called to serve. You're being called to get started. Because here's the thing. Those that you're being called to serve, allow them to see you grow. There are people that have been in this group when it was still the 21 Day I Am Challenge group. There are people that saw me from the very beginning and see me now. So when people are able to witness your growth, it inspires them. It shows them what's possible. I was looking at some of the old videos in REM and I was led to bump them. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Woo. You know, like literally when people can see your process, that in itself is serving. So yes, most definitely. Most definitely. It came through that all of you that are on today, you're meant, if you're on social media, you're meant to create something online that allows you to begin serving. Teacher and student at the same time, always. And Dynell said, I'm beginning to serve in new ways, but still know I'm being called to serve in a bigger way. Yes. How do I give myself space to be present and still honor my calling to greater things? What I just heard is it's about sometimes taking a time out. And so what's going on right now, what you're being called to do is making intentional time for self. So I'm seeing you with candles lit. I'm seeing you in deep meditation. I'm seeing you in sacred baths. I'm seeing you really becoming one with the divine, really calling on your spirit team to guide you as you venture into this next phase. Now, with that being said, when I do that, I'm not as active, right? But I because I have people that are expecting me to show up every day and this is what I'm called to do, I don't ever pull completely away. But there are moments where I just shut it down and I just allow myself to be one with self, one with the divine, one with source, so that I can refill and recharge me. And so when we are venturing into a new state of awakening, a new state of awareness, it's always good to do that. And then as you're serving, you're going to have moments where your body will let you know, your spirit will let you know it's time to do that. So right now, because of this great calling that you know you have, you're being called to take that isolated time to really gather your energy and to become one with the energy of source so that you are fully prepared and equipped energetically to serve. So yeah, does that answer your question? Naya said, yay, cancel delete should. Yes. And if you haven't taken a look at the lack language versus abundance language list, I would say do it. On my website where it asks that you connect with me, you can do that and receive the Everything Starts With Remembering interactive ebook. And that lack language versus abundance language list is in that ebook. It's really important that we start to change the way we speak because every single thing carries a vibration. Everything carries a vibration. So the more in alignment we are with the vibration of what we're choosing to manifest or create, the quicker it comes. The quicker it comes. So, Ruby, what you got going on today? I'm being told to ask you. And do you have any questions or anything you'd like to add? Danielle said, perfect. Thank you. I have been pretty tired lately, so this makes perfect sense. What you shared sounds like balance for me. Yes, because, this work, it takes energy. When we're connecting to source, we're being a medium, it takes energy. And it's also important that we don't forget about self, because those of us that are called to serve, we love it and it feels good and it feels like home and it feels like second nature and it does not feel like work. But the reality of it is work. And when you get in the midst of serving, there, especially as a business. Now, this is like a party. But when you're serving as a business, there's so much that comes with it. And so it's so important for you to be mindful and to make sure that you're taking that time. And this is a message for me too. My grandmother, I was talking to her yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was the first. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I think I was going to the store at the time. I told her whatever I was doing. And I was like, "But I'm going to be working later." She's like, "You're working on New Year's? You're not supposed to be working. Take some time off." And literally, Saturday I took off. I didn't work at all. But I find myself working every single day again. And Spirit has been saying, no, no, no. Take that time to pour back into self. And, although I'm pouring into self, like I'll go and I'll meditate. I meditate when I wake up. Like if I wake up before the time I'm waking up, I meditate and it helps me go back to sleep. Then before I actually get out of the bed, I meditate. And then before I go to sleep, I meditate. And then there's times where I meditate throughout the day, just randomly when I feel called to do so. If I take a sacred bath, I meditate. So I may meditate and take a sacred bath and do all these things for me, but then I may work later. And so what Spirit has been saying is, no, take time where it's just about you. That's it. Just about you, pouring into you. Sometimes that looks like vegging out and watching something on Netflix. Sometimes that looks out taking myself out on a date. Sometimes it looks like reading. Sometimes it looks like pulling cards for self and connecting with Spirit. And sometimes it looks like absolutely nothing. Just being in bed until 4 o'clock, doing something that feels good, watching horoscopes on YouTube, looking at houses on YouTube. So there's no right or wrong way to pour into self. It's just a matter of making sure that you have isolated time that is all your own. Because when you're giving of yourself to so many different channels, in order to stay whole and complete, it's about you and source connecting and you just giving that same energy you give to the world to self. So, hey, Alatha, welcome. We are about to be wrapping it up soon, but I'm glad you're here. Watch the replay if you feel led to do so. Ruby said, when I first logged on, I was on my way to Quest Diagnostic to do a drug test for this receptionist position, but now I'm at the library. Oh. Okay. So, Ruby, what I just heard is connect more and allow Spirit to guide you on which jobs you're meant to apply for. Doesn't say that whatever you're applying for is not one you're meant to apply for. I'm not receiving anything about that. I'm just being told to tell you to connect more and to allow Spirit to guide you on which jobs to apply for. And the reason this is coming through is it's time for you to be fully and completely out of lack. Applying for any and everything comes from a state of lack, a state of panic. It also will help you to connect deeper with Spirit and to trust. So when you are doing what Spirit is guiding you to do, you will be able to see the difference in how quickly you receive a position. And that in itself will be a testimony for self to increase your faith, but also a testimony for others. At first I was applying for any and everything. I was in lack. But the moment I began asking Spirit to guide me on which positions to apply for, I received a position. And so it becomes a testimony for others too. So every aspect of our life, it's meant to serve us and those we're called to serve. So Naya said, I like watching tiny home. Really? I haven't seen that one. I've been really focusing a lot on creating. And so what I've been doing is looking at homes so that as I'm formulating my dream home in my visualization time, I'm able to have different ideas and knowing exactly what I like and, layouts. And it just helps me to visualize it that much more so that I can see it in my mind's eye, and I've shared this with you all before. The more we see what we're choosing to create in our mind's eye, like literally seeing the vision, the easier it is to manifest. Why? Because our unconscious mind communicates in pictures and it just doesn't know, is this real or is it made up? But the more it sees it, the more it believes it can recreate it because it believes this is a memory. So if you've done it once, you can do it again. And if you see yourself in that moment, whatever it is, then you're going to be able to create it even more. A lot of said I'm at work and it's quiet now, so I'm peeking in. Well, I'm glad you peeked in. Glad you peeked in. And thank you, thank you, thank you for how you served over in REM the other evening. It was beautiful. Thank you for sharing your gift. So amazing. So amazing. So does anyone else have any questions? And you know what? I just looked at how many people are on with us live, and we have 10 people, and it's so in alignment with the message we've been receiving. Endings and new beginnings. So as this year that has passed has ended, allow all that doesn't serve you to end with it and step into faith, step into that knowing, step into your bliss, step into your bliss. You know that saying, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. It's so true. So true. Fear is not real. It's just something that you made real in your mind because you believed it was real. Soon as you stop believing it's real, whatever you're fearing, you take the power away and then you're empowered. So Alada said, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's phenomenal to see your gifts grow and develop and unfold, and love it when you share. When you all share your gifts, it's beautiful." So if this video resonated with you all, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if it resonated and you think there's someone in your community that could use the message, then go ahead and share the link. And be sure to take a peek in the description box and just click on those links, and whatever you're led to look deeper into or whatever you're led to make a part of your life, do so. Or if you have questions, reach out. Let's connect. Let's connect. Use me. Use me. I'm here for you to use me. Use me. Okay. So, anyways, thank you all so much. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I will talk to you next Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your day.